Hello, I'm going to walk you through a few of my favourite places to look on Google Analytics and on Google Search Console. These are two free platforms that Google offer to anyone who has their own website. And they can be really useful, but they can also be really confusing because they provide a lot of in depth and often quite technical information, and many people find that quite off putting. So, I'm going to really show you a few basic places to look that can be really helpful and start easing you gently into getting to know your website analytics better. So, one place to start is on your Google Analytics. You can go to Acquisition here on the left and then Overview, and you can then see a breakdown of the sources of traffic to your website. And you can also set the date range up here. I've set this as the last couple of months, just to see the kind of summer period. Maybe I'll extend that to May. And also it can be helpful to see how you've grown. You can compare this to either the previous period, or I like to actually compare to the same period the previous year, because I think our website traffic can go up and down depending on the season. So I like to compare season to season. Okay, so then when you set that, you should see what your traffic has been, and you can see how you've grown, which is always fun. And so if I want to look at the top referrer for me, organic search, we can then click on that and see how that's gone up. So you can see that it's gone up a lot over the past year. So that's all good things that you can dig into. So I'm going to just turn off that comparison now, because that's going to make all the data a bit complicated and messy. So my favourite other place to go on Google Analytics is to go to Behaviour and then Site Content and All Pages. And this basically pulls up, again, you've got the date range up here. This pulls up all of the pages that are getting the most traffic. And you can then click on Secondary Dimension and go to Acquisition and Source/Medium. And then you get information about the page of your website and also the source of that traffic to that page. And so, if just a quick note here, if you see a slash, that means that's your home page. And if you see something that says direct, and that's the same for the acquisition in that pie chart you saw, direct basically means wherever Google can't track the source of that link, the source of that traffic rather. So that might be things like people typing your domain name right into their browser, or bookmarking your domain name and clicking from a bookmark, or potentially on sharing a link on an encrypted service or email provider where they can't trace the link, things like that. Or if they've put a no follow link on a website, on a blog post, those could all be sources of direct traffic. It just basically means mystery traffic. It can be fun to click on landing pages and then just examine a little bit closer the first page that they're often coming to on your website. And you can also click on keyword on any of these individual links. And it's not always super helpful. You can see here Google Analytics, I don't know why, but they don't provide all of the keywords that drive traffic to that particular page. You can see the most successful keyword is not actually provided here, but I'll show you now where we can get more of that information on Google Search Console. So heading over to Google Search Console, the bit that I want to draw your attention to today is under the Performance tab on the left-hand side to go to the search results. And so here you can get a list of queries, which is really fun, and you can see basically all of the queries that people are typing into search that are leading them to your website. And we can just dig into that a bit, and that's really interesting. You can see the impressions are the number of times people are seeing that in the search results, and clicks are the number of times people are clicking through onto your website from the search results. So you can see mine is really dominated by this one blog post that I've written. That's just getting a ton of different keywords, queries that people are typing in and helping them find my website. So there you go. If you're interested in learning more about how to get to grips with your website's traffic and understanding where it's coming from and how to grow it, especially using search, then I have a lot of resources, including a free guide and a full in-depth online course on my website. Basically, I call it intuitive SEO because my approach to SEO is all about building a mindset that helps you make any new thing, any new copy, or any new blog post that you put on your website search friendly from the get go without adding extra time to what you're doing. I very rarely blog and update my website, and I've grown my website search traffic in a big way since last year. And that's all just basically through applying my knowledge of intuitive SEO, and it really hasn't added extra time onto my daily work. So if you're interested in learning more about how to grow your audience for your website and what you're sharing with the world, do come and check out all of the resources that I'm offering on my website. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope we'll be in touch soon.